Mix some work, or you can leave a comment on our YouTube channel, and you could be in with winning a year subscription of Disney Plus. You can watch the WandaVision.
I think this is probably the best prize we've ever given.
I think it is actually. Yeah. I think it is like because Disney Plus is like.
They've even got that new star thing on there. So
they do, yeah.
So now Deadpool.
Mix some
Yeah,
work.
that's how
Deadpool's
they'll
on there.
come in.
Yeah, Deadpool's on there. Yeah. You've got different episodes. Got different I think like Blackish is on there.
Yeah.
You've got
they're just taking control of TV, aren't
they? They are like what's Disney though? Disney though.
They're gonna rule the world.
They are.
New World Order.
There's not. So we're going to start the game now, hopefully. But we're going to start the quiz. Are you ready, Jake?
I'm ready. I am.
You sure? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Alfred, we can have that quiz, and it should come up on the screen. Cool. Now we have 10 questions.
Okay.
And you gotta answer them in like within 5 seconds. So I'll be asking you these questions. I've already answered them, and I'm not gonna tell you whether or not I've got them right or wrong. Yeah. But so you, man. So you.
Okay.
Ready? Yeah.
I am.
All right. Cool. So coming up the first question. What was the first question? Keep going. Okay. All right. So, what was the first ever toy to be advertised on TV? If you know the answer, put it in the chat. So, is it A, Mr. Potato Head, B, Slinky, or C, a yo-yo? You got 5 seconds.
Yo-yo? I'm thinking either yo-yo or Mr. Potato Head, but I'm going to go with yo-yo.
Go with yo-yo, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So, if you know what it is, if you feel like you know what it is, drop it in the chat. Is it A, Mr. Potato Head, B, a Slinky, or C, a yo-yo?
This is when I find out it's a Slinky.
All right, what is the answer, Alpha? What is the answer? It's a Mr. Potato Head.
I didn't go with my gut.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought it was Slinky because it's a piece of metal in a spring.
I'm pretty sure I heard something about this. I heard something about this years ago. That's what was in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Which is why I said it's either the thing you're Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
I thought surely not. You know what I mean?
Because it's like, you saw it in Toy Story.
Yeah.
It's not that old. All right, next question. Okay, what is considered to be the oldest toy in history? A, a stick, B, a ball, or C, a doll?
I want to say stick, but
Are you sure?
I feel like that's the obvious one, so I'm going to say a ball.
Stick,
Oh,
man. It's a
you're
stick.
joking!
It's a stick, man.
From now on, I'm going to go with my gut. This is ridiculous.
Are you going to go with your gut? Because he would have got 100% if he would.
I would have had 100%.
Alright, so next question. Okay, Play-Doh was originally created in the 1930s as a way to clean what? A, pots and pans, B, wallpaper, or C, carpet? Play-Doh, 4,
My
3,
gut
2,
says wallpaper.
wallpaper. You got it right? Okay,
Right,
it's the
for
gut.
guts.
It's the gut. Alright, it's the gut. Yeah, people take this Holy Spirit. It could be the gut.
Because your knowing living God lives inside of me. So
I get it, man. I get it.
I wasn't listening to him before.
Yeah, this is what disobedience causes.
What happens when you don't listen to his
Disobedience. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Question number 4. What was the original name of Lego? Was it A, Little Bricks, B, Stacks and Shapes, or C, Automatic Binding Blocks? What do you guys think at home? Is it
Automatic binding blocks? I'm gonna go sticks and shapes.
Wait for it. What do you guys think at home? Is it A, Little Bricks, B, Stacks and Shapes, C, Automatic Binding Blocks? So you're gonna go with Stack and Shapes.
Stacks and shapes.
Stack and Shapes. So the original name of Lego, what was the original name of Lego? Automatic Binding Blocks.
It's a toy.
I know. I thought that, I was like, what?
That's like an in-house code you have for a job. Like, so if the job is a toy, obviously on your server it's going to be like 91203. And your server
Put a
saying,
serial number in.
Yes, a serial
So you
number.
find the end of a toy. It's like, what?
No kid is going to say, Mom, can I have some automatic binding?
Maybe they did.
No wonder they changed.
Maybe they did. I think Lego actually means just play or something like that in Swedish. I can't remember. But yeah, Lego's awesome anyway. All right, next question. Question number 5. It's getting a few wrong. All right, what was the inspiration for the original Pokemon? Because we've got a 25-year anniversary of Pokemon, by the way, this year. A, bugs, B, lizards, or C, dinosaurs? I'm
going to say dinosaurs because I like my dinosaurs.
This is not true, folks.
I do like my dinosaurs.
So what do you guys think? What was the original inspiration for original Pokemon? Was it A, bugs, B, lizards, or C, dinosaurs? And the answer is bugs, man.
I didn't have a clue on that one. I just went for what I liked.
Wow. Yeah. Wait, no, because I feel old because 25 years ago, Pokemon first started. It's 25 years ago. And I think this week alone, I think at least one Charizard, shiny Charizard card went for like 6 figures. Yeah, 630,000 or something like that.
I had a plain one.
Logan Paul.
See, I had a shiny. I had a shiny.
You had a
Last
shiny?
toy is a shiny. Charizard had a shiny. Ivysaur, and I said, this is what game, and then
Yeah.
You
I
could have been rich.
I never played the game with the cards. I just collected them.
Yeah, really? You never played the game?
I didn't play the game.
The game was hard,
This is
so.
too much.
This is too much. Okay, next question. Question number 6. In 2012, what toy did an American astronaut take with him to the International Space Station? Was it A, an Optimus Prime transformer, B, a Buzz Lightyear action figure, or was it C, Red Birds from Angry Birds? What do you think it was?
I think B. That's something I would do.
Because you're an astronaut, yeah?
Yeah.
Makes
Because of all the times I go to
space.
space.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that makes sense.
all that lot.
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Okay, so American astronauts, you think, took a Buzz Lightyear action figure to the International Space Station?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And the answer is? I know.
Was in space where Optimus came from Zybertron.
There you go.
That's right.
Sure,
And
makes sense.
you should get your pilot license taken off. Anyway.
A bird's never been to space.
Last time I went to space.
Alright, next question. Put your answers in the chat, guys. Put your answers in the chat. What toy is listed as the #1 greatest selling toy of all time? Is it A, a Rubik's Cube, B, Monopoly, or C, Lego? All of those are really, really awesome games. Toys, but
Lego?
you gotta say Lego.
Yeah, but I'm hearing whisperings of Rubik's Cube.
But
I'm gonna go with it.
It's a Rubik's Cube. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. What do you guys think? Is it Rubik's Cube? Is it Monopoly? Is it Lego? Put your answer in the chat. And it is Lego.
Or what is it? Thingy building blocks. What is it?
Yeah, automatic binding.
Automatic binding blocks.
Listen, Lego, I think it's just the best toy.
It's brilliant.
I'll play with it now. Like, you buy me a box if you want to get something for my birthday, which is in May. Get me some Lego. Say.
Or mine, April.
All right, next one. Next question. Question number 8. A Rubik's Cube is made up of 27 miniature cubes known as what? A. Cubits, B. Cubelets, or C. Cubelines? Cubelines.
I want to go with cubelets. B.
B. Cubelets.
Cubit is a measurement.
A biblical measurement, mind you. And why not cubing?
Actually, no.
Quickly.
C.
C. All right. All right. And the answer is.
I need a poker face.
I want to know if any of you guys got that right. All right. So yeah, B. So we got 2 more questions. Question number 8, Jake. Come on, man. Step it up, man. Oh, sorry. Question number 9. 2 more questions. Question number 9. King's Cross, Fenchurch Street, and Liverpool Street are all stations in the board game Monopoly. What is the 4th? If you like Monopoly, you'll know this. Is it A. Paddington, B. Waterloo, or C. Marylebone?
B.
B. Waterloo. When was the last time you played Monopoly? Christmas.
A while ago.
Okay.
Christmas.
Not Christmas.
No.
Everyone plays Monopoly at Christmas.
We try, but my dad has a vendetta against Monopoly. So if we bring it up, he goes, no, I'm not playing. And we go, why? He goes, I'm just not playing.
Okay.
There's a whole past there.
Is it a soul Jesus kind of thing?
It's probably had a bad experience with it. Forgiveness.
So you and forgiveness here. So you think it's B, Waterloo, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And the answer is Marylebone. Marylebone. See, I got that one right because I know my Monopoly. Just saying. All right. Last question. Question number 10. The current record for the biggest Lego set of all time is of a Roman Colosseum. But how many bricks does it contain? Is it A, 9,036, B, 10,036, or C, 11,036?
10,036.
Easy peasy, yeah?
Stupid game.
But what do you guys think? Is it A, B, or C? Is it A, B, or C? It is A, man. It's a stupid game. See, I was getting it all wrong. No, I was rubbish at it. When me and Ellie was going, I was rubbish at it. But that was the quiz, folks. If you don't know your toy trivia, now you do. So
That history GCSE was wasted.
it was, yeah. Should have been.
There's nothing for me.
Yeah, you know what? And when you go back to school tomorrow, if you're going back to school tomorrow, we do pray that you have a great first day back at school, but also make sure your teachers know how to teach you about the toys, history of toys.
If I could go
Yeah,
like
it's just-
7 or 8 years ago and talk to myself and say, listen, don't waste your time. I would.
Okay.
It's a waste of life.
Yeah. Well, we have some announcements to make first and foremost about what we're doing and what's coming up actually this year. And if you guys have been with us before, then you would know that we're a big part of this Limitless family that we have. We advertised Limitless One, the event that was online a few weeks ago. But this time around, we are advertising the main event that's coming up in summer.
Yep.
Coming up this summer. And thankfully, we're opening up. We're opening up. So it's Limitless Festival 2021. Have a look at this promo video and like enjoy.
We are limitless. Let's worship Him with everything.
And that was the Limitless Festival promo.
I'm guessing it's in person.
It's gonna be in person.
I'm really happy they've done that.
Yeah. I'm really happy as well. Like they planned it for a very, very long time. But they planned, 2020, and they were saying, hey, let's try and do it in person, but obviously it was online. But 2021, please Lord, let it be in person. So make sure your parents know about Limitless Festival 2021. It's coming up in August.
Yeah.
With the dates that were shown on the screen, and we will be announcing when we're going to be opening up for bookings. We're not opening yet, but we're giving you a heads up this February so you guys know ahead of time.
Yeah.
For Limitless Festival.
In person.
In person, man. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. Make sure you're tuned in for more information on that. But right now, we have our little resource promotion.
Yeah.
So, Jake, you want to go first?
It'd be nice if I had a little jingle, you know what I mean?
I know your little.
Nice transition.
I love like little transition, like jingle, 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 jingle. But yeah, we have a little resource promotion. So yeah, Jake, you go first for 15 to 18.
So, this week I have got a book. You may be able to see it, you may not. It's very small. It's called Hidden Treasures in the Biblical Text by a man called Chuck Missler.
Yeah, Chuck Missler. It's right there, folks. Right there.
Now, Chuck Missler is dead now. He died a few years ago, but his teachings are incredible. This is where you can learn about secret codes within the text, because Hebrew is a mathematical language. There's a number to every letter. So there's mathematical sequences that all are there purposefully. God has structured the text like that, and all point to Him in different ways. And it talks about lineages, different names, talks about other maths things, other codes, just hidden gems you wouldn't know are there. Like we talked about pi earlier. There's stuff about 3.14, all that jazz. It's an incredible book. If you really want to have a really strong insight to some of the mysteries in the Bible, things that are there you think are worthless, but actually have incredible meaning. This is the book to get. It's very short, it's not very tall, and it's very thin. I'm sure it's online somewhere. Just have a look. Hidden Treasures in the Biblical Text. Chuck Missler.
Yeah, man. This is a podcast resource.
Yeah.
So because we're going to try and encourage you to think about
You have so many books.
what kind of resources are available other than books. We're going to give you some resources and some promotional resources for you guys to engage with during the lockdown. But one of them is actually, and it might feel like heresy, but is actually a podcast by another youth group. So
Blasphemy!
I know. So Life Central Church have their own podcast, and it's called just Life Central Youth Podcast. If you have a podcast app on your phone, whether it's an Android phone or an iPhone, it should be Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. They have some great material on there, and it's mainly because I have a great friend in Andy Hancock. Yeah. That he's just a great speaker.
It's no electric sheep.
It's no electric sheep.
It's no electric
It's
sheep.
no youth podcast. You know what I mean? But it is a good podcast to get into. If you need something to listen to, if you're wanting a little bit more spiritual nutrition throughout the week, as well as Electric Sheep and CU podcast. The Life Central Youth podcast is great and it's available. I think there's a new podcast on there by Andy Hancock actually this week. It gets updated every Monday, I think.
It's always good to hear someone different.
Yeah, it's always good to have a different voice.
It's like you can't listen to the same song too many times.
Yeah.
It's not about the song isn't as good, it just becomes
a
little bit stale, a little bit repetitive.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd encourage you to look for different podcasts by different youth groups as well. But Life Central Youth, great find.
Nice one.
Great find. Okay. So this week, ladies and gents, we are starting the book of Luke.
Great gospel.
Great gospel. I thought because we're on the road to Easter, that we should look at Easter at a different, good perspective, a gospel perspective. I don't think we've actually gone through a book of a gospel book.
We haven't gone through a whole gospel.
No, I don't think we have.
We've gone through smaller books.
Yeah, really small ones, like tiny ones.
Like one chapter books, Jude.
yeah, might be one chapter books. And a few chapter books. But actually, this one has
2nd John.
I think about 24 chapters.
I'm pretty sure it's 24.
24, yeah. It's about 24 chapters. And the best thing about one of the best things about Luke
24,
is that it has this like supernatural element to it. I hope. I say I hope it does. So yeah, we're gonna look at Luke. Now on the screen should be what's it called? A Bible plan for you guys to join in with us on the book of Luke, so you can read along with us as the weeks go by. So we're starting this week. So it's today or tomorrow. Start on chapter 1. Yeah. So but having a look at Luke, we also have like this map. Like Bible projects have always done these maps of the Gospels, which is brilliant. And that should be on the screen at some point as well. But this whole gospel is like super like Messiah. Jesus is the Messiah kind of thing. You've probably read Book of Luke.
I have read the
I was going to say, you definitely read Book of Luke.
I have read the Bible.
You read the Bible. But what are your thoughts on the Book of Luke?
I like the Book of Luke, especially the first bit. I don't know if I'm assuming everyone watching this hasn't all read the book of Luke.
Yeah.
But when you do, it's not actually talking about Jesus. It's talking about John the Baptist. You have Jesus' birth foretold, the foretelling of John the Baptist's birth.
Yeah.
You have a little bit on his parents, and I actually found out that this bit on his parents, especially his dad, because his dad was a priest, helps you track the priest's lineage, so you can work out specific times and dates.
Oh, wow.
Really interesting.
Oh, wow.
But the end of the book of Luke is something I really love, especially for the very last chapter, Luke 24, and at this point, Jesus is saying, "Look, you should be surprised. Because I told you before that I need to fulfill everything that was written by Moses and by the prophets. Everything, all the Bible talks about me." And he just goes in, and then he reveals it to them, and suddenly they're like,
Oh my gosh! It
I get
clicks.
it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I love that bit. I can't get over it.
Because every clicks, it's like something supernatural's happening. You know what I mean? Supernatural's happening.
I love it.
Nah, I love it as well. I think one of my favourite things about the Book of Luke as well is that again it's so because it is so promise fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like there's so many miracles in the Book of Luke. Like a lot of the detail that you won't find in the other Gospels is in the Book of Luke. And actually, you know who Luke reminds me of?
Who?
Like okay, so. The author of Luke is obviously Luke, but he's also the author of the book of Acts. If you didn't know that, he's the author of the book of Acts, and Luke is like a prequel, or it's like the first movie in a 2-series movie. If you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like Acts is like the sequel of it, but Luke.
It's like Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, it's like Infinity War and Endgame kind of like it's like they kind of go together. But Luke never actually walked with Jesus.
He wasn't a disciple.
He wasn't a disciple, no. He was a doctor.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Oh, 4 disciples? No.
No.
Only 2 of them.
Luke was one of the guys who, after Jesus' death and resurrection, he then started to write stuff. And you see that in the very first chapter. He just said, you know what, I want to make sure there's a proper account of all the details of all the things that happened so that you guys know. What he reminds me of, if you've ever heard of Sidemen, anyone heard of Sidemen, yeah? Sidemen. He reminds me of Sidemen. I don't know why he reminds me of Sidemen. He reminds me of Sidemen. Because Sidemen, what he does, he talks about people that he's never met. He talks about people he's never met. He talks about Boris and all these like people that he's never met before. Like, he has comments after comments about it. And so Luke reminds me of Sidemen a little bit. But in a way that's authentic, like Holy Spirit inspired.
That's rude,
You know what I mean? It's a bit like, I know what you mean. But I think the great thing about the Book of Luke as well is not just the supernatural element or like the messianic element and all the miracles and stuff, but actually what you were saying is that there's this kind of story that's laid out, or something like the most, Luke's Gospel is the most graphic. So if you read it in the New Living Translation, it's the most graphic, it has the most detail. It actually includes some parts that other Gospels don't. And I think it's a great book to read. Like people start on the book of John.
Yeah, I love John.
A lot. But I think Luke just gives this different perspective that
it does.
It just helps us understand who Jesus was, or the man of Jesus, or the God man of Jesus. So that's kind of like a kind of an introduction, our kind of thing on the book of Luke. But we're going to encourage you to read it. So I don't know if we can get the map up on this screen, on this one. I don't know if we can get it on the screen. So it should be like, if you can't get it, it's fine. But you should see like the map and the entire Bible plan. It's only 21 days. You can get through the book of Luke in 21 days.
You can get through the book of Luke in a day.
In a day if you wanted to. But I'm going to invite you to join us in reading through the book of Luke, because it's just a great gospel.
It is.
Great gospel. And we're eventually going to lead up to Easter. We're going to have some great conversations and some guest speakers for Easter as well. Yeah, we're going to have some guest speakers for Easter. So make sure you tune into that. But as to just to kind of conclude, like what would be your reason for getting these guys to read Luke?
Just on top of, you need to read your Bible.
Yeah, on top of that, obvious reason, yeah.
you need feeding, you need some sustenance. I heard someone say this previously, and it really got me thinking, and I sort of agree with what they said. They said when it comes to reading the Bible, people tend to overlook reading the Gospels. Like they'll read the writings by Paul, the other epistles, Old Testament stuff. They will read things that are talking about things that happened in the Gospels as opposed to reading the Gospels. And then when you go back and you read the Gospels, especially if it's been a while, you read it and you're like, this is really good. This is really good. It's like it's similar to the Book of Acts as well. I always forget
The Book of Acts.
how sick the Book of Acts
Luke
is.
is a great writer. Just saying, he's a great writer.
The Book of Acts is spoken about so much in church, and it's always just certain sections of Acts is pulled from it. So when you hear the term Acts, it's a little bit stale to your ears. But then when you read it, this is so good. Like
it's amazing.
Acts 7, when Stephen is just going through from the beginning. God did this, and went to this. He riddled off the whole Bible in like a 2-3 page spread, and imagine listening to that.
Like,
Come back.
Like, but it helps you get it as well.
It's incredible. Don't overlook just reading the Gospels. You learn so much from it. It's ridiculous.
For real.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that, but we're going to move on now. So again, join us to read the Book of Acts, the Book of Luke, throughout these next 21 days. We're going to move on now to our little competition segment, but also another kind of part that I want to introduce as well.
Okay.
Which is just getting these guys to be creative, because I think 2021 is a creative year. I think everyone's done the whole staying inside, but I think this year we need something to do. We need to unleash our inspiration and our creativity. So have a look at this video. It's about an app that I think you guys should download and explain a little bit more afterwards. Cool. So that app is called Launchpad, and you can find it on the App Store on iOS. Now there are apps that you can make music on your Android phone.
So it's not an Android, is it?
It's not Android, I don't think just yet. I don't think so. But it is a great app if you've got an iPad and you've got maybe an Android phone, or if you've got an Apple iOS device. It's a great app for making and remixing music.
What's the name of it?
Launchpad. So what Launchpad allows you to do is literally you have about 60 to 32 to 64 pads where you can remix and make your own music in your own soundtracks, and you've got different effects on it. And it's just one of the easiest ways to make music. Now I'm currently like making a little more music in general anyway, but I think it was a comment that was made not long ago, and someone asked, okay, how do you make music, or how do you make beats? And this is actually one of the easiest ways to make it. Now what I'm looking for, because I want to give away stuff, you know me, I want to give away stuff. So I want to give away stuff. What I'm looking for is for you to download this app, create and record a remix of whatever sound packs are in the app, are included in the app, and then send it to us so we can use it for our live stream.
Yeah, man, a nice instrumental.
Like a nice
would go down very well.
go down very cool. That would be nice. Something we can use. Because we want you to help us. This is your platform as well. Help us.
City street lights.
That's it. Something like that.
Yeah.
So if you download the app, send it to us on our Instagram. So at Cities Birmingham. I don't know if you've got the frame around this. We've got our Cities Birmingham Instagram handle. We've also got cityyouth@bcc.live. Send it to that email address, and you could have your song featured on our live stream. But we can also send you something musical, so we can send you an Echo Dot. I don't know what I'll give you away. Echo Dot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, download the app, and that would be awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But we also have our last competition. Okay. So the last bit of our competition, which is the art giveaway.
Yes.
So what is that about? What does that have to do?
James 5, right?
James 5, yeah. James 5. So we're still on James chapter 5, yeah.
Yeah.
In the
So as of weeks previous, a piece of art.
Yeah.
That includes music, like we just said.
It's true.
Just send us something, anything.
Anything.
No, make a verse image. Go onto Bible app.
Make a verse image.
Yeah, make a verse image.
Screenshot
Screenshot
it.
it.
Yeah. You know, every day. Just
Listen,
say
30 seconds, yeah. You could win a year of Disney Plus.
a year of Disney Plus. See that? See that? So,
You won Division, then you Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and
then
Soldier.
The low-key series.
Yeah, the low-key
there's the
series,
Hawkeye
all that
series,
stuff.
everything else.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So send that into again our Instagram and our emails.
Yeah.
And the deadline is midnight tonight. Okay. Deadline for the Disney Plus giveaway is midnight tonight.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, bro.
I think that's it as well.
I think that's it. Yeah. For our live stream. So yeah, coming up next week we've got a brand new giveaway. So not just the Echo Dot and the music one, but we've got another giveaway. So yeah, download the app. Make sure you're tuned in to our podcasts.
Another one.
Yeah, our
Another
podcast.
one.
Yeah, another one. Tune to our podcast. So it's Lecture Cheap and City Youth podcast. And what else is there to say? I can't remember what else is there to say. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. You know.
No sponsors.
No sponsors. No.
No.
We had a word from our sponsor already. That was Limitless
Oh,
Festival.
yeah.
We had that already.
No Skillshare or.
Oh,
Audible.
and the last two things I think is so the Bible plan. We should have that coming up on the screen.
Yeah.
That's there, and we'll send that out. We'll put that on our Instagram as well. We also have a scratch. What is it called? Scratch. Dang it.
Scratch.
Is it a scratch pad? Is it a scratch?
Map.
Scratch map. No, it's not scratch. Definitely not scratch map. It's a scratch map. So on the screen should be coming up is a scratch map where there are different like activities that you guys can do during lockdown, but they're Christian activities.
Okay.
So once you
It's like healing the sick.
yeah, prophesying over your
Turning
parents.
water into wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking on water.
Things like that. But they're Christian activities that you can do, and once you've done them, so it will be on our social media. Once you've done them, you can scribble them in, you can scratch it off on your social media, on your like Instagram story, or just say, you know,
First
what,
person to raise someone from the dead.
get some huge inheritance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our scratch map. That's our Bible plan. They're our podcast, and that has been our youth live stream for this week.
Yeah, it's been great.
You want to pray, bro?
Yes, I do want to pray. It'd be bad if I said I didn't want to pray, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool. So, dear Lord, we thank you again for another Sunday. Every day is a gift. So we thank you for that. We thank you for the fact that we know you. So many people don't know you. And it's a gift that we get to have this small platform to speak about you and enjoy you together. As we go through the book of Luke, we look forward to the revelations you will provide. Please teach us things we did not know previous. You know, give us a greater understanding than we imagined we could possibly have. May we always study and search for scriptures with the aim of knowing you better, so that we can glorify you even more. So we love you. We look forward to going through Luke. It's going to be an incredible blessing for us. So in Jesus' name we pray. We love you. We honor you. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. See you all next week.